Thank you so much, Brian, for that wonderful introduction. And it's a pleasure to be here tonight amongst so many smart minds. I'm just a simple country business person from the Western Slope, so it really is an honor to be over here joining you this evening, frankly, learning from each of you as well. Brian touched on some great media talking points, great research, well done research on that topic. And I want to go over some of those points with you tonight. There's some hope on the horizon for media in the United States, specifically for newsprint media in the United States, and I want to talk to you about some of those opportunities as well. So first, I'll give you a little bit, maybe a little bit of my background and how the heck did a former cop / state legislator end up in the business of running a newspaper. And it's actually kind of an interesting story. I'm really blessed. I feel like it was God's hand, frankly, in directing my life. If not that, if you don't buy that, then it was a heck of a coincidence. I was a cartoonist working at the Statesman for former publisher Jody Strogoff. Had actually been doing some of that throughout the legislative session while I was in the interim back in 2014, drawing some cartoons, really making some of my colleagues upset, drawing some depictions of them. And she approached me, and there were some things that had come up with the business specifically. She knew of my political involvement in the legislature and thought that I might be a good fit to try to head up the business side of things at the Statesman. And it all kind of went from there. Had a conversation with one of my friends who's in the cartoon business. He's one of the ones that's fortunate to actually make a living from drawing cartoons. He's a Pulitzer Prize winner, and told him what had happened at the paper. And he said, isn't that sort of like the inmates running the asylum? And I said, that's partially true. A journalist in control of the business aspects of a newspaper can be challenging, whether that's a cartoonist or a writer or a videographer, you name it. But we've hit a lot of those challenges head on since I started back in January of 2015, and we've done some great things with the paper. If you chart our course in terms of business growth, it's the inverse of what you see the industry doing. We've been making a lot of, in fact, we're hiring. So we're one of the papers that has been hiring journalists in the state of Colorado, and I'm pleased to say we've been able to do that. If you want to go to the next. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the media industry in the 21st century. This is sort of just a visual depiction for you. You see the Statesman's old logo. They're kind of reflected in our new branding. And one of the first things that we did when I came in was rebranded the institution while trying to maintain some of the, the historic aspects of our logo, for example.